Hi guys, and welcome to It's a Heartthang. My name is Cynthia, and today I want to talk to you about the law of attraction. I want to take something from Reverend Bernard Beckwith, who is one of my spiritual teachers that I enjoy following. And it's from his CD, and it's called The Life Visioning Process. And in this CD, he says, and the words to me are so prevalent in how you go about manifesting what you're seeking. And he says, consciousness always precedes form. So you have to hold it here before you can manifest it here. That is so important when it comes to the law of attraction. When I talk to my friends and they tell me I'm hoping for this or I'm trying to get this new thing, I always say to them and subconsciously say to myself, I pray what you're seeking is also seeking you. And that is very, very important. Just because you think it, you wish it, you dream it, doesn't mean that you can manifest it. Reverend Bernard Beckwith talks about 6 steps that are very important in manifesting what you want in your life. The first step that Reverend Bernard Beckwith talks about is unconditional love. And he tells you to go in and think of a time when someone made you feel that no matter what you did, that you were always loved. It could be a grandparent, it could be a child. For me, it's my daughter. It's like no matter what I do, my daughter, India, loves me unconditionally, and I know that for a fact. And so what I do is take that love that I know India has for me, and I multiply that by 100. And that creates an environment, an atmosphere of unconditional love. What you're doing is getting your environment ready to receive what it is that you're trying to attract. The second step that he talks about is deep listening. And by deep listening, he means that there are times when you're in a conversation with somebody and you're listening, but you're also at the same time trying to strategize or figure out how you want to respond. So you are not actively listening to what the person is saying. Active or deep listening is when you are totally focused on what you're receiving. And so by deep listening, that means that when you're trying to attract something into your world, then you need to go inward and listen. Listen to that inner voice. I always say that God resides in the heart. So sometimes you have to just sit still, be quiet, and listen. Really, really listen to what your inner voice is telling you, what God is telling you. The third step is to ask for what you want. A closed mouth never gets fed. What you need to understand is that the universe is always there. It's always on. It's always willing to give you whatever it is that you're requesting. But you have to ask for it. The fourth step is that you can't manifest something that you aren't willing to become. If you seek love, then be more loving. If you seek peace, then be more peaceful. If you seek financial freedom, then practice the law of circulation, where you freely give so that you can freely receive. You cannot obtain something new if you're unwilling to change who you are. The fifth step is willingness to participate. And by that I mean that you have to be willing to go with what's coming to you. I liken this to me and my ability to resist something that I knew was good for me and that my heart desired, but I chose to go down the path of what my degree was, which is accounting. And the whole time, I would always feel this pain in my neck that would go down through my shoulder. And what I didn't understand was that I was resisting what it was that, and I like to say it this way, that the higher self wanted to express through me. There is something, they say we're all here for a reason. And when you tap into that reason, then you are, by spiritual law, supposed to allow whatever it is that's supposed to come through you into this world. You're supposed to let that happen. So in my case, I chose to continue to go in and block that flow, somehow thinking that me being an accountant and studying and becoming a CPA, that was something that made sense in the world. But the whole time, this pain just stayed in my neck and my shoulder. And eventually I said, God, how do you see me manifesting you in this incarnation? And when I opened myself up to that, then that's when the pain started to go away. And the sixth step is, and most of you, if you've listened to my other videos, it involves gratitude, thanksgiving, and appreciation. And I say all the time that gratitude and thanksgiving is by far my most dear spiritual principle. This one to me is sort of like that vitamin that you take daily just to keep yourself healthy and strong. With gratitude, appreciation, and thanksgiving, in order to attract something into your life, you have to speak of it as if it's in the now. Affirmative prayer. Something that is currently happening, not in the future, not something that you're hoping for, but giving grace, praise, thanks, gratitude, and appreciation in the now, that it is happening right now. Because, and this gets a little deep, but in another dimension, it is happening. It just hasn't manifest here in this dimension. So you give thanks, praise, gratitude, and appreciation for it already happening in that other dimension so that you can bring it into this dimension. So remember, in order for the law of attraction to work in your life, try to incorporate at least some of the 6 steps that I gave you. I'm sure there's others out there, but these are the 6 that I use, and I think that they will work for you as they have worked for me. And the very first one is to create an environment of unconditional love. The second one is practice that deep inner listening. Listen to your heart. The third one, ask the universe for what you want. Open your mouth and ask for what you want. The fourth one, be willing to change. The fifth one, be willing to participate. And the last one, create an environment of gratitude, appreciation, and thanksgiving. Hopefully you enjoyed these words. I enjoy sharing this information with you. That is my purpose. If these words by any way resonated with you guys, most definitely subscribe. Once again, my name is Cynthia, and it's a Heartthang.